Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is part 3 of Coffee and Art in the Morning for our art card, um, 4x6 art card. So, on part 1, we started with just some painted bits of leftover art journals as our base. Instead of starting with a white base this time, we started with leftover pieces of art journals. Then in part 2, we glued all these bits down and started painting in the, just getting rid of the excess white or around the edges or whatever. And so now we are into part 3 where we're going to put in the details of these 4 cards. So I think that's what we're going to do now. So let me just show you real quick what we got so far. This one, this one, this one, this one. And then what I do is I'll paint, this is like leftover journal page, remember. Then we'll paint the backs black and then I varnish the fronts. So that's how they end up. I don't know, let me get a 4x6 sample one. So here's one of the 4x6. This is a vertical one, but you still get the idea. So this is a finished one. It's been varnished, painted on the back. So this is one of my sample ones that I keep. I keep a few laying around just so y'all can see some finished ones. Okay, so yeah. So that's where we're heading with these. So again, I put out way too much paint. Even one little nickel-sized blob is usually more than I'll need to paint a few cards here. And that's when you want to have a desk journal handy where you can scrape excess paint in, like collage bits or whatever, and then use up that excess paint. I'm going to get some fresh baby wipes. Use up that excess paint on some journal pages. All right, so now we're going to go in and add some details. Thanks, guys. So sometimes I paint with my fingers, as you can see, and sometimes then I'll use a brush and I go back and forth between the two. So I'm just going to get the excess off. And I do have leftover glue and leftover matte medium on my nails and stuff too, because I haven't went and used my craft scrubby yet to get most of this off. So there we go. All right, so let's move along so we can get this segment crack-a-lackin'. You like the tree? Okay, so let me see which one I want to start with. I think I'll start with this one. No reason, no rhyme or reason. I just want to pick up this one. And I got my couple of brushes here and some paint. Here's the paints I'm using, same things, but I can add other things too. So y'all know I like the element of time, so I usually have some kind of clock or watch or something in there for time. I like stars, I like mountains, I like clouds, I like water, I like waves, I like waterfalls, I like planets, mist, fog, so caves, portals. I like all that stuff. So somehow they all usually end up incorporated into them. So yeah. So right now I think what I want to do, I need a dark brown though. You can see I need a couple of shadows here. I'm going to get a little bit of dark brown with my green. And I want to just get a little olive green and brown here. And just kind of, because I want this to almost look like there's a little path or something going on down there. I just want a little bit more oomph right down in here. You can have all kinds of things going on. You can have some little people. And again, I don't add a lot of people to mine, but sometimes I do. Just some little essence of people, as Blade used to say. All right. Look that to come that way. I think I want a little bit more orange glow around this. So I'll get some sienna and some orange and kind of, and then I'll do some with color pencil or, now if you work with some color pencil, you can do color pencil on top of this. Of course, y'all know you can put color pencil on top of acrylic because we do it all the time in our color books. But when you go to put your varnish on, when you go to varnish something where you've colored penciled it, let me just make a nice arch here and then go back with a baby white to make it round. When you go, if you put color pencil on and you go to varnish it, you can't be rubbing it. You can put a swipe of varnish over it, but you can't rub a light little bit of color pencil because you can rub it off. Okay, so be careful if you put color pencil on anything that you don't rub it off with the varnish. Because I varnish all these. Okay, I need to get in here with a little bit of dark, not black, but dark brown. I'm going to have to set this down because I can't do an arch in midair. I'm painting a lot of this holding the card up in midair, but painting an arch I don't think I can do in midair. And then on this side I want some rocky outcroppings. Kind of like this is like in the rocks on the edges here. I'll hold it up in a minute, guys. Some of these little tiny things, I can't do it in the air. Okay, now I'm going to kind of decide what I want down here. This light area is right on the edge is bothering me, where it goes like right off the edge, something like that. All right, so now let's see. I'm going to put a little bit of clouds, a little bit of, all okay in the chat there? I want this planet or sun or whatever you want imagination to be a little brighter, and then I'm going to put I'll put some color pencil around it to kind of fog it up. Okay, now I want to do just a little bit of cloud coming through here. I'm trying to brighten up that sky just a little. I don't want it touching here. That's better. Watching you paint art cards is mesmerizing. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you enjoy it. I, try to be a little entertaining, but inspiring too. I want y'all to, doesn't have to, like I said, guys, when you do any kind of collage or mixed media or art cards or anything like that, make sure it's a theme you like. If you like gardens, if you like unicorns, if you like, creatures, if you, whatever, you want to do something you're going to like, because otherwise you're not going to have fun with it. All right, let's see. Let me get a pokey tool or a tiny brush just so I can get, I want a couple of things going on here. I want a little planet thing going on here. And then down here, I'm going to do some little essence of people or something. I'll just start a little bit of Just a little bit of something going on down here. And then I'm going to put them in white so that I can get over the top of some of the color, but then I'll do a wash over them so they're not stark white, but they won't show up if I don't at least get them like blocked in there. And then I think I want some light over here too. I want a little bit of light coming out of this, like some kind of a rock face building or something over there. So let me do that, and then get a dry brush. And I'm going to just kind of feather that out. Feather, shh, 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 shh. And again, I'll go over some of that with another color, but I want it to be able to kind of pop out over there. And I think I want a little bit of light coming out of here too. Lunchtime break. Hey, Shauna. All right, so now I'll take my pokey tool again and come back over here. Some dark areas. And I'm just using, you could use a tiny brush, but I'm just using the little pokey tool just to get some tiny little areas in there. Dab some little bit of paint in there. Oop, too much right there. A little too much right there. All right, now let me hit, okay, this is staying wet right there. I must have got a blob of water on my planet. All right, let me dry this. All right, now, with just a little bit of paint, I like to roll it out of my hand, just get a little bit on the baby wipe. I want to do a little foggy area back here. Maybe a little fog down here, a little mist. Do a little misty area here. All right, now I want to do I think that's dry enough. I want to just do a kind of a real light, just a light, some kind of a yellowy color right over them. I don't want them white. I want them to look, you know, like they stand out, but they're not pure white. Okay. Now, let me get a couple of color pencils. Hang on, guys. A little bit of blue, a black, and a white. Now, this is a part where I was saying you can put color pencil, which I'm doing here, just like you would on a color book page. But if you're varnishing this, don't rub when you varnish. Like make it a one swoop with the varnish. Otherwise, you can just pull the pencil right off. So just be aware, if you use color pencil on your acrylic, which you can do, just don't erase it with your varnish. Thanks again, Mountain Dreamer, for the collage bits. Or the collage pages, actually. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just coming down here and playing with my mist. All right, now I want to put my watch hands out. Let me get a lighter brush. Come on, where are ya? There's a liner in here somewhere. It's not the one I want, but I'll use it. All right, let me dry this. You like the cave? All right, I think I'm gonna stop on this one, guys. Need more. All right, one more little bit of All right, I think I'm going to just stop with that for now. I might look at it and see something else I want to do. Because I'm not liking right here. Right there, where this meets this, I don't like that. It like needs maybe a little bit more, let's see. Just needs a little bit more something else going on in there. And that's just my eye seeing it, you know. Just needs a little more bend to that road or something. But I'm going to stop right now with this one. So yeah, there's that one. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. This one I want some water and clouds and stars. I have stars and things. And I like to use my white Posca paint pen for stars or splatter, either one. You know, this is kind of a small area, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Posca paint pen. I just want to kind of smooth that out. You can do the same thing with the paint feathering it out. But you can do, like I want a shooting star here. So I'll put one in on this side, and then I'll just put some random stars over here. But you can splatter it too. You'll see me do all this 1,000 times. Probably not 1,000, but you know, probably close to 100. All right, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to want stars down in here. I'll have some water going, some other things going on too, but that's this area. Okay, now let me dry that. All right, let me go ahead and get some mist and fog coming across here. Water's going to be down here. Okay, I think I'll roll a little mist in here too. Some of water coming down here. Sorry guys, I'm in the shh mode. Yes, use your inside voice. Shh. Vicky. Okay, this isn't enough contrast for me between that and this. This needs to be darker. Okay. Okay. Now, again, you can use pencil, but just be careful when you go to varnish, because you can wipe it off. If you rub it real hard. Need a little bit more contrast down in here. So the idea is you go in there to get to there. That was my thinking anyway. You know? It could be, Sarah. It's whatever you want it to be. All right, so I'm going to stop on that one because I want to get two more done. I like to varnish at least one so you can see one being varnished. All right, so we got this one and this one. Now we got these two. All right, let me go ahead and do this one. I know some of what I want on this one. I want more fog here. let's see if I can do here what I want to do. Okay, a couple things. All right, now let me do the tree here. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm putting some branches branching out. Can y'all see? You like this one? Y'all always say you like this one. Oh, so funny. Thanks, though, guys. Thanks. Just get quiet in your head. And say a little prayer and go shh, 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 shh. Okay, now I want this branches to come out this way. I need a little Posca white, a nice bright white there. It is what y'all make of it. Okay, I'm going to call that one. It needs a little bit of, maybe a little tiny bit of yellow ochre up here in this corner. My paint's starting to crust over here under the lights. So it just needs a little bit of glow right over there. There we go. That's all it needed. Just that little bit of glow in the sky over there. You like that's the best one you thought for the day? Okay. I'm not sure. I think this might need just a little bit more blendy blend. It's got a little bit of a harsh edge to it right there. Yeah, it just needs a little bit of softening right there. There we go. It's better. Okay, one more to go. Denise, ooh! All right, last one is this one. All right, I'm going to do the splatter. Let me move these out of the way. I'll do the splatter star thing here. Let's see, let me get a fluffy brush. No, this is not fluffy enough. You need something soft that'll flick. You need a flick. A brush that'll flick. We need a flicker. Hang on, let me find a flicker. Here we go. So see, it's real just soft, and so I'm going to put a little bit of water in my paint. It's starting to, so it's real runny like ink, right? So I'm going to cover the landscape part up. Too much. I got a couple of too big ones. But because it's covered with matte medium, you can just take your baby wipe and wipe them away. Flick and swish. These are all art terms, you know. All right, let me get a little bit of shape here. I really should dry that. Let me dry that real quick. All right, now I need a little bit of glow around this. I could do it. Let me do a little bit with the brush. Then I'll do a little bit with the Alrighty, let's see. What do I want to do here? I'm liking it like it is. I mean, it's because it's like there's a crumbled city with space right there. Don't think it needs a whole lot. It needs a couple more brighter stars that aren't popping for me. Needs a little bit of some little glow around some, maybe a little bit more nebula-like stuff going on. We have to nebulize it. All right, let's add just a little bit of a blue down in here. Okay, I'm kind of just liking it like it is. It's almost, I'm happy with it. I mean, you know, you could add lots of things, but I'm really kind of happy with it like that. Maybe a little bit of me get a little bit of blue and white. A little bit of misty stuff going on down here. Too much. Let's go with the brown. A little bit, sienna. Just needs a little bit more oomph down in here. Oomph, there it is. I'm getting silly. All right. I'm tempted to put water running down there in a waterfall. That could go wrong, but we could go for it. We can always paint it out. Those are professors tuning in. Please, no complaints in our terms. Yes, Mickey, if there are any professors tuning in, no complaints in our art terms. Okay. Let's see here. I'm done talking to myself. No complaining on our art terms. I don't know. I don't know that that was necessary to add water to this one. I have different meanings for my things, and sometimes it just don't need that meaning in there. You like my waterfalls? Oh, okay. Yeah, but they have to be appropriate. No. So anyway, I hope you guys had fun today. Doing a few art cards, and we didn't do any coloring. I've not forgotten about our deer. Oh dear. I've not forgotten about her. I just wanted to work on these today. Even though I didn't get the ones, I need to get some of the 3x4 ones done for giveaway. But I wanted to show y'all because how it started is I was cleaning out my pile, my big stack of old art journals. So if you watch part 1, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I was cleaning out my big pile of art journals and remembered that we could use the old art journals, background pages and stuff like this. Use them for backgrounds for our little art cards. Because I usually start with white and build from there. But I wanted to show you not to throw those away. Not that you would, but to reuse your journal pages that you may not know what to do with. So that's what we started with today. We started with some backgrounds already done. Yes. Yes, Eileen. Yeah, I'm going to try to call her again on next Sunday. And she has my phone number, so she can call anytime. So, all right, need a little bit of shadow under these close ones here. Not too much, just a little. So yeah, any questions or anything else, guys? Got a couple minutes. We'll go ahead and go through these, and I'll show you what we got. Oh, let me go ahead, since I'm done painting, I'll go ahead and use up that stuff in a desk journal. So yeah, and I'll tweet. Oh, I wanted to varnish one. I did want to varnish one, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let me at least initial these. I usually write on I sign them on the back. I can initial them on the front. Get a waterproof pen. I'll just put my initials on the front sometimes, but they're signed on the back. I'm afraid helping me pack your house. Where would it come? Oh, that was nice, Suzanne. Thanks, CB. Lisha. No, not for these. I don't usually do giveaways for art cards. I send those out. I don't do giveaways for them. Okay, I don't know where I'd want to sign on that one. Let's see. I did 2 giveaways. We did 3 giveaways already. With my mom's stamps she gifted us. So what I usually do then is I paint the backs black. Now again, remember we're reusing some art journal pages. Okay, so I'm not going to paint the backs right now, but that's what I usually do. Paint them black on the back. Okay, but I want to show you, I want to varnish one. So I'm going to make sure this is dry with, everything I've done is dry on here. Let's see if I want to add anything. I don't want any watch hands on this one. This one really doesn't need any either. This one has them. Sometimes I like to, extend the watch hands out. This one, I did not do it because I wanted to do the tree. Okay, so I don't think those other ones need it. All right, so let me show you how I varnish real quick. So the varnish I use is the Delta Ceramcoat Gloss Exterior Interior Varnish. Okay, it's about $10. I guess $10.33 at Hobby Lobby. Maybe it's gone up $1, maybe it's $11, $12 by now. I don't know, because it lasts for a long, long time. But use a coupon, 50% off. You can get it for $5 or $6, and it lasts a long time, guys. Really, it does. So I just like on a postcard size, I put about the size of a quarter. Okay, about the size of a quarter in the middle, and I just start in the middle. Now remember, anywhere there's pencil, you don't want to rub, rub, rub. Just take your finger and just mush it all the way to the edge. Out to the edge, out to the edge. Turn and just kind of scoop it out to the edge. Okay, like that. I might need just a dab more. Just a dab more. And just work your way off the edge. Don't rub it, because if you have pencil on there and you're rubbing it in, you're going to rub off the pencil. Okay, that's all there is to it. Just now, you set that aside and let it dry overnight. It'll level out, you can, and the reason I use my finger is because there's no brush, you won't have any brush marks. It'll level out, and you'll have a nice card like this. Okay? That's all you do. Just set it aside and let it dry. Mush to the edge. Mush. There it is. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's all there is to it. So here's the other ones that we did. Just kind of, after you put the varnish on too, they thicken up a little bit, and you paint the backs black. They'll be nice and flat. Trust me. Look at this one. See, it's nice and flat. Look at that. See? There's that one. Yes, another technical term. I'll take pictures of them and tweet them, guys. So hope y'all enjoyed it. Again, I haven't forgot about our color booking. And this is part 3 of the, starting to pick. We picked the pages, we based them, we collaged them, and then we did this part here was the finishing touches to them. Yes. So any questions or anything? Thanks, Juju. Thanks everybody for being here, and hope y'all enjoyed it. And we'll see at Jean's at 4. I'm stopping a little early. It's almost 2, but give me time to clean up in here. And yeah, let me show you. Hang on. I'm going to move the camera. I'm going to move the camera, so don't freak out, okay? I want to show you my desk. All right, ready? Wait for it. I'm waiting for the lag so everybody can go, oh my goodness. But here's my desk after the stream, okay? So here we go. This is what it looks like after a stream. So you can see it's quite the mess. Of course, that doesn't show you what's behind me, stacked up old journal pages. But anyway. Thanks, Trina. Thanks, guys. All right. You're welcome. We'll see y'all later. Bye.